A blessed day, learners. Get ready to embark on a journey of learning and enjoyment in this video. Today, we will be exploring the fascinating topic of extrajudicial confession in crime detection and investigation through our Criminology Board exam review, self-learning video. Remember to stay safe, and may God bless you always. Welcome to the Teacher Lumaban YouTube channel.
Commit your way to the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. Psalm 37 verse 5. What is an extrajudicial confession? Letter A. A statement made by a suspect to a judge or magistrate. Letter B. A statement made by a suspect to a law enforcement officer during interrogation. Letter C. A statement made by a suspect to a lawyer. Letter D. A statement made by a suspect to a friend or family member. Are extrajudicial confessions admissible in court? Letter A. Yes, always. Letter B. Yes, if they are voluntary. Letter C. No, never. Letter D. No, unless they are corroborated by other evidence. What are the arguments for the admissibility of extrajudicial confessions? Letter A. They can be a valuable source of evidence. Letter B. They can help to solve crimes and bring criminals to justice. Letter C. They are more reliable than other types of evidence. Letter D. All of the above. What are the arguments against the admissibility of extrajudicial confessions? Letter A. They can be unreliable. Letter B. They can be coerced or intimidated. Letter C. They can violate the suspect's right to a fair trial. Letter D. All of the above. What are the safeguards in place to protect the rights of suspects who make extrajudicial confessions? Letter A. The right to a lawyer. Letter B. The right to a fair trial. Letter C. Both A and B. Letter D. Neither A nor B. Please compare your selected answers with the answers listed in the answer key provided. If your chosen answer matches the one in the answer key, mark it as correct. After reviewing all the questions and answers, calculate your final score based on the number of correct answers. Point 3. How did you score? Did you achieve a high score? If yes, congratulations on a job well done. If not, don't worry. We will help you deepen your understanding through this video.
What is an extrajudicial confession? Ano ang isang extrajudicial confession? An extrajudicial confession is a statement made by a suspect to a person other than a judge or magistrate, outside of a court of law. They are often obtained by law enforcement during interrogation and can be used as evidence against the suspect in a criminal trial. Ang extrajudicial confession ay isang pahayag na ginawa ng isang pinaghihinalaan sa isang tao maliban sa isang hukom o mahistrado, sa labas ng korte ng batas. Ang mga ito ay madalas na nakukuha ng mga tagapagpatupad ng batas sa panahon ng interogasyon at maaaring magamit bilang ebidensya laban sa sospek sa isang kriminal na paglilitis. Are extrajudicial confessions admissible in court? Ang mga extrajudicial confessions ba ay tinatanggap sa korte? The admissibility of extrajudicial confessions in court is a complex and controversial issue. In the United States, the Supreme Court has ruled that extrajudicial confessions are admissible in court, but only if they are voluntary and made in the presence of a lawyer. The court has held that confessions that are obtained through coercion or intimidation are not admissible, as they are unreliable and violate the suspect's Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination. Ang pagiging matanggap ng extrajudicial confession sa korte ay isang masalimuot at kontrobersyal na issue. Sa Estados Unidos, nagpasya ang Korte Suprema na ang mga extrajudicial confession ay tinatanggap sa korte, ngunit kung ito ay voluntaryo at ginawa sa presensya ng isang abogado. Ang korte ay nanindigan na ang mga pag-amin na nakukuha sa pamamagitan ng pamimilit o pananakot ay hindi tinatanggap dahil ang mga ito ay hindi mapagkakatiwalaan at nilalabag ang karapatan ng sospek sa ikalimang pagbabago laban sa pagsasaalang-alang sa sarili. What are the arguments for and against the admissibility of extrajudicial confessions? Ano ang mga argumento para sa at laban sa admissibility ng extrajudicial confessions? Those who argue in favor of the admissibility of extrajudicial confessions argue that they can be a valuable source of evidence. They point out that confessions can often be corroborated by other evidence, such as eyewitness testimony or physical evidence. They also argue that confessions can help to solve crimes and bring criminals to justice. Ang mga nangangatwiran na pabor sa pagtanggap ng mga extrajudicial confession ay nangangatwiran na maaari silang maging mahalagang mapagkukunan ng ebidensya. Itinuturo nila na ang mga pag-amin ay kadalasang maaaring patunayan ng iba pang ebidensya, tulad ng testimonya ng nakasaksi o pisikal na ebidensya. Nagtatalo din sila na ang mga pag-amin ay makakatulong upang malutas ang mga krimen at dalhin ang mga kriminal sa hustisya. Those who argue against the admissibility of extrajudicial confessions argue that they are often unreliable. They point out that suspects may be coerced or intimidated into confessing, or that they may confess the crimes they did not commit. They also argue that confessions can violate the suspect's right to a fair trial. Ang mga nakikipagtalo laban sa pagtanggap ng mga extrajudicial confession ay nangangatwiran na ang mga ito ay madalas na hindi mapagkakatiwalaan. Itinuturo nila na ang mga sospek ay maaaring pilitin o takutin na umamin, o maaari silang umamin sa mga krimen na hindi nila ginawa. Nangangatwiran din sila na ang mga pag-amin ay maaaring lumabag sa karapatan ng sospek sa isang patas na paglilitis. What are the safeguards in place to protect the rights of suspects who make extrajudicial confessions? Ano ang mga pananggalang na inilalagay upang protektahan ang mga karapatan ng mga sospek na gumagawa ng extrajudicial confessions? There are a number of safeguards in place to protect the rights of suspects who make extrajudicial confessions. These safeguards include: mayroong ilang mga pananggalang na nakalagay upang protektahan ang mga karapatan ng mga sospek na gumagawa ng extrajudicial confessions. Kabilang sa mga pananggalang na ito ang the right to a lawyer. Suspects have the right to have a lawyer present during interrogation. Ang karapatan sa isang abogado. Ang mga sospek ay may karapatan na magkaroon ng abogado sa panahon ng interogasyon. The right to a fair trial. Suspects have the right to a fair trial, which includes the right to confront the evidence against them and to present their own witnesses and evidence. Ang karapatan sa isang patas na paglilitis. Ang mga sospek ay may karapatan sa isang patas na paglilitis, na kinabibilangan ng karapatang harapin ang ebidensya laban sa kanila at magharap ng kanilang sariling mga saksi at ebidensya. What are the challenges in ensuring the reliability of extrajudicial confessions? Ano ang mga hamon sa pagtiyak ng pagiging maaasahan ng mga extrajudicial confession? There are a number of challenges in ensuring the reliability of extrajudicial confessions. These challenges include: mayroong ilang mga hamon sa pagtiyak ng pagiging maaasahan ng mga extrajudicial confession. Kasama sa mga hamon na ito ang coercion. Suspects may be coerced or intimidated into confessing, either by law enforcement or by other individuals. Pagpipilit ng mga sospek ay maaaring pilitin o takutin na magtapat, alinman sa pamamagitan ng pagpapatupad ng batas o ng ibang mga individual. False confessions. Suspects may confess to crimes they did not commit, either because they are mentally ill, because they are under pressure from law enforcement, or because they believe that confessing will lead to a lighter sentence. Mga maling pag-amin. Ang mga sospek ay maaaring umamin sa mga krimen na hindi nila ginawa, dahil sila ay may sakit sa pag-iisip, dahil sila ay nasa ilalim ng presyon mula sa pagpapatupad ng batas, o dahil naniniwala sila na ang pag-amin ay haantong sa mas magaan na sentensya. Memory errors. Suspects may misremember events, either intentionally or unintentionally. Mga error sa memorya. Maaaring maalala ng mga sospek ang mga kaganapan, sinadya man o hindi sinasadya. Conclusion. Extrajudicial confessions are a complex and controversial issue. There are a number of safeguards in place to protect the rights of suspects who make extrajudicial confessions, but there are also a number of challenges in ensuring the reliability of these confessions. Ang mga extrajudicial confession ay isang komplikado at kontrobersyal na issue. Mayroong ilang mga pananggalang na nakalagay upang protektahan ang mga karapatan ng mga pinaghihinalaan na gumagawa ng extrajudicial confession, ngunit mayroon ding ilang mga hamon sa pagtiyak ng pagiging maaasahan ng mga pag-amin na ito.
What are the challenges in ensuring the reliability of extrajudicial confessions? Letter A. Coercion. Letter B. False confessions. Letter C. Memory errors. Letter D. All of the above. What is the most common reason why suspects make extrajudicial confessions? Letter A. They are guilty. Letter B. They are coerced or intimidated. Letter C. They believe that confessing will lead to a lighter sentence. Letter D. They are mentally ill. What is the most common way that suspects are coerced or intimidated into confessing? Letter A. Physical violence. Letter B. Psychological pressure. Letter C. Both A and B. Letter D. Neither A nor B. What is the most common way that suspects falsely confess? Letter A. They are mentally ill. Letter B. They are under pressure from law enforcement. Letter C. They believe that confessing will lead to a lighter sentence. Letter D. All of the above. What is the most common type of memory error that suspects make? Letter A. Forgetting important details. Letter B. Adding details that never happened. Letter C. Both A and B. Letter D. Neither A nor B. What is the most common way to ensure the reliability of an extrajudicial confession? Letter A. Have the suspect sign a written confession. Letter B. Have the suspect confess in front of a witness. Letter C. Both A and B. Letter D. Neither A nor B. What is the most common way to challenge the admissibility of an extrajudicial confession? Letter A. Argue that the confession was coerced or intimidated. Letter B. Argue that the confession was false. Letter C. Both A and B. Letter D. Neither A nor B. What is the most common outcome of a challenge to the admissibility of an extrajudicial confession? Letter A. The confession is admitted into evidence. Letter B. The confession is excluded from evidence. Letter C. The case is dismissed. Letter D. The case goes to trial. What is the most common reason why a confession is excluded from evidence? Letter A. The confession was coerced or intimidating. Letter B. The confession was false. Letter C. The confession was not voluntary. Letter D. The confession was not made in the presence of a lawyer. What is the most common outcome of a case in which an extrajudicial confession is excluded from evidence? Letter A. The defendant is found guilty. Letter B. The defendant is found not guilty. Letter C. The case is dismissed. Letter D. The case goes to a hung jury. Please compare your selected answers with the answers listed in the answer key provided. If your chosen answer matches the one in the answer key, mark it as correct. After reviewing all the questions and answers, calculate your final score based on the number of correct answers. Point 3. How did you score? Did you achieve a high score? If so, congratulations on a job well done. If not, don't worry. You can review this video to further enhance your understanding of the topic. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4 verse 13. I hope you found our teacher Lumaban's self-learning video enjoyable and informative. If you gained new knowledge from this video, we would greatly appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to share it with your friends. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. We value your feedback. Thank you very much for watching our videos. We hope to see you again in our next video. May God bless you always. Welcome to the Teacher Lumaban YouTube channel.